Okay, a warm welcome and a very good evening to you. I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got so many windows open here. What the hell's that one there? So, welcome to Flight Sim and other stuff. What is that window? Yeah. Hi. So, doing a live flight, hopefully, but really pushing my antiquated system. I say antiquated. It's only a couple of years old, but a live flight from Jersey, from Gatwick into Jersey. And before I mumble any further, let's get into the right screen so I can see what I'm doing. That's better. So, welcome. So here we are, right at the very start. I've already been to SimBrief and entered the flight plan there. So we're going from Gatwick, EGKK, and zoom to details. Oh, come on. So the airline I'm flying with is Fly UK, and they usually use these gates along here. So I'll pick 104, set as departure, and go into fly. So I will be jumping into VR, but what I tend to do is I tend to do the pre-flight in 2D to take advantage of the StreamDeck and everything else, and into VR as I start pushback. But you'll see all that in a second. And flying this real time and real weather, so it's a bit dark. Let's go ready to fly. Excellent. So StreamDeck's down in front of me. Let's go into the A320. Two StreamDecks. I've got the large one, which is doing all the panels and everything, and the little one does the views for me. So we'll go down to the tablet and activate the tablet. And get from SimBrief the plan. That just worked. And let's look at the OFP. So fuel needed for this trip is 5342. So we'll go to the fuel and in here put 5342 and about 6 minutes to fuel up. Now I had a problem. With. Oh, 1 second. Let me just check something. Sorry. Yeah, I had a problem with the throttles and the throttle quadrant down here. The reversers weren't working, and I thought it was a bug since software update number 5. It wasn't. It's when I updated the fly-by-wire, it lost some settings which I'd forgotten all about. And those settings that you need if you're using the throttle quadrants that I'm using, the Bravo one, then in here, where we go, aircraft defaults, aircraft sim options, and audio. Oh, it was in here somewhere. Aircraft configuration, pack signs, sim options. Oh, there it is, the detents. Calibrate. And independent axis, because I've got two of them. And by default, this reverser on axis is there. You need to switch that off. And then on your throttle quadrant, take the throttles back to 0 and then set from throttle, both of those, and that's it done. Then the other settings that I showed on one of the other videos. Jersey Paul heading to your airport, yeah. So that's why the reversers weren't working. Anyway, back. So go to the overhead panel. Oh no, need to get the ground power. Let's go to ground services. Get the packs. Fuel, catering, and see how we're doing here. Fuel, yeah, 5.3. So now I can start firing the system up. Overhead panel, and this is where this one here, using the mouse just winds me up. I can't wait to get the controllers for VR, as I said before. But with StreamDeck, everything is brilliant. On ground. So external power on, batteries on, and we can turn the lights up now. So this is where the XTouchMini is going for me. 2 banks on the rotaries. The upper bank here, this bank button, will do all of the flight computer, and the bottom bank does the lights. So if I start turning the lights up now, hopefully, well, that'll only work if I've got Axis and O's running, and I have. So why aren't the lights coming up? Oh, they are. There's the lights coming up. Good. So let's put the smoking, emergency, and beacon, crew supply, fuel pumps across, and now the ADIRS number 1. Number 3. Wait for the on-bat light to go out, which you can't see because my video is in the way. All right. Yeah, well, take my word for it. And number 3. So might as well put the APU on and start the APU. Now we can come down with the views. Just check overview. So 1019. 1019 for the QNH. And did he put the flight directors on? FCU. Flight directors are on. That's fine. Now we can start looking at the MCDU. And we go into F1 and init. So fuel is in place now. And number 2 is the init request, so it should get it from SimBrief. There we go. Our flight number is FL 608, and we need to put that into number 3. And then performance. Let's check the flight plan. MCDU. Flight plan departure. I don't know what departure we're using. Let's get Navigraph up. And I got to log on. So move that to one side. Sign in. Okay. No, I don't want to load the flight plan from the simulator. I want to go to flights. New flight from SimBrief. There we go. Right there, suggesting runway 26 left, Novum 1M. Mike. So 26 left is number 4. And we don't want that, we want Novum. Oh, is it 1 mic or 1 X-ray? Can't remember. 1 mic. And we'll insert that. It's a very short flight, so I'll do the arrival at the same time. Weather conditions are unlikely to change in the 26 Jersey 2W. Okay. So arrival. We'll do an ILS. And it was Jersey to Whiskey. There it is, number 3. And via Jersey. That'll do. Insert. So now I can go to init, second page. Block fuel was 5.4. Which gives us a 0 fuel weight. That's fine. Well, now I can go to performance. I'll do flaps 2. Flex 40 degrees. And V1, V2, V3. Okay, so we can go back to the overhead panel now and put the APU bleed on. And we can disconnect the ground power. We can put the seatbelt signs on. And I think I'm ready for pushback. Okay, so to the tablet, ground services, get rid of that, don't need the external power. And we're good to go, I believe. Ah, no. Let's look at the... put the constraints on. So, above 1200 there, let's turn the range out a little bit. Above 4000. So I've got no hard constraints, so we'll put 5000 in for the initial. Climb altitude, everything else is good. So, time to go into VR now. And so VR it is. And I will change, if I can find my mouse, which seems to have disappeared. That's going to be a problem. Right, where's the mouse? Ah, there's the mouse. So you're not looking at a stereoscopic vision. I will change the streaming window from I'm in Fly UK, and turn MFSO off, and we're now in Logitech. So I'm not going to be able to see the chat. I will take the headset off occasionally and have a quick look at the chat. So, ready for pushback. If I can get the mouse back. There we go. So we'll put that across ready. And we'll use the pushback service from here. Oh, come on. Right, pushback. No pushback window. Ah, there we go. So, parking brake off, which is the wrong way round. You shouldn't put the parking brake off until they've start pushback. Turn the tug speed up there. Oh, I see. So, starting engine 2. Yeah, it's coming up. 2.6 we're going off on. So that means I'm going to have to so how the engine's doing. Yeah, coming up. So really pushing the system at the moment because OBS Studio is going to be grabbing some frame rates, and I'm also spin this round a bit. guess what I've just done? I didn't start my flight recorder for Fly UK. So I'm going to have to stop this engine. Like an idiot, and stop the pushback. Put the parking brake back on. Take the headset off. The number of times I've done this, you wouldn't believe it. Glasses on. So I'm logging this flight with Fly UK, who I fly with, and flight number 608, start recording. And you have to do the recording, you have to start the recording before you started your engines. And the number of times I've got as far as taking off, only to find I didn't start the flight recorder. So just give me a second. Engine 2 spooling up. I'll have a quick look outside. Put some other lights on, I think. Wing. Don't put the strobe on yet. Nav. Won't put the taxi lights on yet either. There we go. I do have Fly UK livery, and I don't know why I forgot to load that either. Just waiting for 2 to settle. Seems okay. Yep. So we can start engine 1. I didn't fire up Pilot to ATC, which I usually use. I thought that was just going to be asking my computer to do too much. Run OBS, stream live, record, do VR, and do AI voice for ATC. I thought that was asking a bit too much. So, waiting for this to come up. While it's doing that, let's put the order brakes to max. Flaps 2, 1. Flaps aren't working. No spoilers. Need to sort that out. So I obviously, when I was mucking things around, controller options. I think I deleted some of my Bravo quadrant, throttle quadrant settings. And come on. Airbus. Flight control services. Surfaces. Come on. Spoilers access. Vehicle input. Start scanning. Validates. And flaps access. Well, according to this, it was programmed. Validate. Apply and save. Go back, resume. Well, they don't work. Great time to find that out. So let's use the mouse. Never mind. And so we got that, we got that, we got that. And let's switch these on. And yeah, they're all on. It's on the side. There we go. T8. So takeoff config. Cabin check. APU bleed is still on. We'll turn that off. Stop the APU, put the taxi lights on, and parking brake off, and we're ready to taxi. So, a little bit of throttle, no blues on the takeoff config, so we're good to go. We want runway 26. Actually, that's quite smooth. First time I've been in the Airbus for a full flight since the update and the hotfix. I hadn't done a full flight because I couldn't get the throttle working. And I couldn't get the throttle working because I'm a bloody idiot. Anyway. Sorry if the screen's jumping around a bit. When you're watching this in 2D, it looks like I'm jumping all over the place. But in 3D or in VR, it just feels so natural. So runway 26 is down here. No traffic coming around. So just before I line up, let's strobe on. And then runway lights on. Takeoff config. Auto throttle isn't arming yet, but I'm not in the sky, so. Yeah, so far, so good and so smooth. Stick's okay. Right, having to use the mouse for the flaps isn't going to be fun, but we'll try. So. Jesus. Flaps 1. Gear up. Well, at least that worked. Auto throttle on. Flaps up. $1,500. Autopilot 1 on. Throttles to climb. Yeah, that's good, that's good. And we can turn the runway lights off. How are we doing? Up to 5,000. I can't remember what the cruise altitude for this was. Now, see that's not so good, is it? Mouse doesn't work in VR on the tablets. So I'm going to have to come out of VR for a minute. So, out of VR. Whoa! Just killed the throttle. Put my glasses on and put you back on the simulator screen. There we go. So, tablet. OFP. We were flying to altitude. Yeah, where are we? No, my axis and nose setup is right. I think it's 18. Yeah. Flight level 1808. Flight level 180. So let's dial that in. And push. And it looks pretty good. Zoom out. Yeah, I don't have an axis. Oh, I say I don't have a flaps axis. Let's have a quick look. Axis and O's. No axis is on there, and no. Oh, hang on. Ha 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 ha. Good thinking. I wonder if that's going to make any difference. I didn't have an access for flaps in access and O's, but I did have a switch. I'll just remove that. I'm not going to deploy the flaps now because I just climbed over 10,000, and that's put the landing lights off. And everything's looking good. Except that's fine. Yeah, looking good so far. And MCDU. Yeah, flight level 180 it was. Flight plan. They've still got some work to do on this 180, so yeah. Minimize that. And that's a boring view. That's not much better. I just love this simulator. There's someone down there. What have we got? Did I get... just... FCU... pedestal... Yeah, that's all on. You can... I should put the seatbelts off, I guess. So we must be above Southampton or thereabouts. Of course, with Navigraph charts. We can see where we are. Oh, that's interesting. So the magnify. That's useful actually. Doesn't magnify the. It magnifies. So just bank in over Southampton now. That's what I thought. Over the east side of the Isle of Wight, Lena, France, and straight in. That's an easy flight. Also should switch the wing lights off. And there's a bug there. Noticed this before. Wing lights on, wing lights off. The wing lights off only switches off the left wing. Wonder if that's if I did it with a switch rather than a script. Wing on, wing off. Ah. That's interesting. Wing on, go outside. It's only the left. Wing off. So the access and those script I've got is switching the wing light on and off. And the switch is going on and off, but when I go external it's only the left wing, so there's something wrong with the script there. I will have a look at that later. So nothing to do for 15 minutes. What else can I show you? Not a lot really. If I go to see if we've got any batteries in here. All keepers default. Resume. Camera. Cockpit. Right. Showcase. That's better. So using the Xbox controller now just to look around. It's night time and we're flying over water, so not really a lot to see, is there? Some cloud. But that does look good. Anyway, I should now that was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? Let's take the batteries out. So I've done something silly by autopilot 1 on. Let's get this thing back under control, because I said use the default mappings for this and the default mappings on this. I've got flight control surfaces on it, so the minute I went inside I knocked everything off. Overspeed, yes I know, let's clear that. That'll be doing. Oh, I don't say I've got flaps out. Yeah. It's only £50 million worth of Airbus I've ruined. Give the maintenance men something to do. Why have I got... Oh, I've got the dome on. Turn the dome off. Better. Here. Right, going to start my descent just after Angler. I think I'm going to start my descent just after Angler. Uh, 2,000 feet. Let's look at the charts. So, where are we? Tracking. Coming up to attack. Okay, and Jersey. Open up the charts. Hi Pete. Just doing a flight from Jersey down to Gatwick down to Jersey. Just try and access and nose the XTouchMini, the Bravo, StreamDeck, VR, you name it. I'm trying to kill my PC. Charts. Let's look at the approaches star. So it was Jersey 1. Which one was I using? Jersey 1. That one, I think. Or is it this one? Must be the one. No. Hi, Bo. So I finally worked out why my throttle quadrant wasn't working. The reversers weren't working because, like an idiot, I forgot. And this must have been reset when I upgraded my... Either software update 5 reset this or the fly-by-wire update reset it, but I should have gone into settings and I should have gone to aircraft configuration, sim options and detents and set the detents to no reverser on access and then zero them and set the front throttle. That's all I had to do, but I didn't. I forgot. I was going to do the approach. So it's 1023, 15 degrees, 280, 16. I'm never going to remember all of that. But let's put this in. So using the StreamDeck for the FMC. We want performance. We want next phase approach. So the QNH was 1023. 1, 0, 2, 3. The temperature in Jersey at the moment is 15 degrees. And transition altitude 6,000. That's on 3. Left 3. Clear. Format error. Clear. Left 4. And the wind at Jersey at the moment is 280 at 16. 280/16. 3. And I'll put in 350 on the radio. And we're good to go. So this is a Fly UK flight. Scheduled flight, just a short one. Pete's ordered the XTouchMini. This is terrific. Terrific value. Like I said, I can't wait to get rid of the mouse completely. I hate using a mouse. And even more so in VR. And I will be going back into VR shortly as we do the finals. Let's start our descent. I was missing that. 2,000. Yeah, I got mine from Amazon warehouse as well. Let's zoom this out a bit. Oh yeah, so this is the approach over the east side of the island. Then you do that teardrop round into final. All Fly UK. Excellent. Yeah, I've been with Fly UK, I can't remember now, about 6-7 years. We've got quite a few members of our flight sim club. I'm a member of the Gatwick Flight Simulator Club. Meets every month, except of course we haven't met for the last 2 years now, but hopefully we'll start meeting up again shortly. October, I'm hoping. But we had several Fly UK staff members in the club. So, well, I'm coming in very fast, and I'm not going to descend in time because I was too busy chatting. Never mind. Turn this. Let's see how this goes. I have to take over and fly this manually and drive it into the ground. So let's stick the headset on, because if I have to take over, I'm going to I hate flying in a flat screen these days. Change to that. and go into VR. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. That always... when you jump back into VR, that always takes your breath away. Passing 10,000. So... lights on. Seatbelt signs on. I should be... let's try and cut the speed back a bit. They're not working. 2023 was the Q&H, I believe. 1023. Let's try and lose some speed. So, chat amongst yourselves. I'm trying to get this down. And the autopilot's gone crazy on me, so let's take over and do this approach manually. I knew that was going to happen. What are we, 220? Let's put 1 degree of flaps on. Oh. Come on. I do apologise to my passengers in the back. I'm still got to lose some altitude here. Turn speed down. There's the island. Yeah, we're coming down all right. A little bit high. See the runway over there. A little bit fast, but only 5,000. No, it's not too bad. Way too high. Might have to go round on this. Yeah, overspeed, I know. Right. Let's put the gear down. That'll slow us down a bit, won't it? Bit of drag. Ah, that's good. We're coming round. Speed's looking good. Yeah, thank you. A little bit of the glide slope. Pull back, come on. So to the right a little bit, but a little bit high. Alright, so we've got one. Oh, you're joking me. Jeez, I thought the simulator was going to crash. How many times has that happened, guys? Oh, it looks beautiful. Speed's looking good. 147. Flaps. Full. Good. Oh, wow. When the electronics give up, take over and land by hands. 2 reds, 2 whites. Down a bit, left a bit. Down a bit, getting ready. Just a little bit off centre. Hey, if I get down with it. Continue. Yeah, 100 above. Oh, I'm off. Come on, come round. Jesus. Taught by EasyJet. Wow. A terrible, terrible landing. I shouldn't even log that one. I've done better landings than that before. It would have helped if I'd had all of my controllers though. Trying to use the mouse in VR to do those flaps, and I didn't have the spoilers armed. I'll have a look in the... I think the tablet now gives you a landing. A landing performance. Anyway, let's taxi round to gate 1 or gate 2. So Okay, one's empty. APU on. There's a bloody Cessna at my gate. Let's go in here. So good enough for EasyJet. So parking brakes on. Engines off. APU bleed on. Should have done that the other way around. Continue. Oh, wow. Should have gone. Yes, I know, Ewan, I should have had the auto brake on. I didn't, but that's because my controllers weren't working. And, yeah, blame the crosswind. Definitely. So, anyway, let me stop Skytrack. Submit. Okay, and down to the tablet. And what can we get from here? Fuel, performance, landing. Oh, I wish I'd seen that. Charts. Well, as they say, anything you walk away from is a good landing. Bullshit. MCDU. Let's power this down and find out why my flight controls aren't working. Let's have a look. Not there. Escape. Controls. Throttle quadrant. Let's make sure that nothing else. No, the stick. Tail dragger. That's fine. Spoilers. Wow. I'm going to have to do some work on this. Let's see if Access and O's will see it. Assign. Simulator access. We want flaps. Flaps handle. Ah. The access isn't working. Right. Let's try that one. So that access is working there. Spoilers access, cancel that. Spoilers access. Clear. Start scanning. Yeah, that's fine. Validate. Flaps access. Start scanning. Validate. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. Nope. No. Accesses aren't working. Program it in here. Flaps. Well, there's a good one. So, I'm not going to bore everyone by going through this now. Reversed. I'm surprised. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for joining me. I mean, I'm just surprised anyone joined. I was only recording this, and I thought I'd stream it, and it'll save me just recording. So, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on those on Fly UK. I'll catch you on a Fly UK flight sometime. And if you're ever interested in coming along to Gatwick Flight Simulator Club when we meet up again, let me know. Until then, thank you very much. I'm saying good night.